Hello there. Today I want to talk about Fleetwood Mac and a song that came from them at such a necessary turning point in Fleetwood Mac's career. Now, in order to explain Fleetwood Mac's entire history, you would most likely need one of those Pepe Sylvia meme chart things, just to account for the amount of band members that have come and gone under the Fleetwood Mac name. Did you know there was a Fleetwood Mac before Stevie Nicks? Did you know that there was a Fleetwood Mac that wasn't even Fleetwood Mac? You may learn something today. I just really want to share a beautiful song with you. And I really think that only Stevie Nicks can do this song justice, and the Chicks. But I'm going to give it my best, and I'm going to give you a little history around this song, Landslide. Fleetwood Mac had a couple different chapters in their career, and it started out with an artist named Peter Green, who is one of the most incredible, prolific guitar players of all time. Check him out. And two artists named Mick Fleetwood and John McVie, Fleetwood Mac. Now, those guys would kind of stay in the band for the entirety of it. But other than that, they had a lot of members come and go. Yeah, there's an entire career arc of Fleetwood Mac before all of those singles that we know and love today came out. Mick Fleetwood and John McVie stayed true. John brought his wife, Christine McVie, rest in peace, on with them. And they had quite the career, and it was starting to fizzle out in 73. I think they actually put 9 albums out before that self-titled Fleetwood Mac that we all know and love. And as I'm sure you would do with these people that you've created 9 albums with and probably toured all over the world numerous times with, you're going to get in each other's way a little bit, right? And their albums were still doing good at this time, but their tours were just like they couldn't be together anymore. So much so that they actually did a Fleetwood Mac tour in early 1974 with no members of Fleetwood Mac even there. Early 1974 tour started in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is actually where this video is being filmed. And I don't really know too much about that, but I guess it started out pretty okay. But then once people caught on, they're like, what the hell, right? And I mean, you have to think about it. It's the 70s. You couldn't go on your phone and see what these members are up to. You saw them on the album covers, and you saw them live if you were lucky enough. And that was it. So during this time of turmoil and false identity with Fleetwood Mac, there is another artist named Lindsey Buckingham who is writing and decides to put out music with his girlfriend, Stevie Nicks. And they put out a record which has a very innovative name, Buckingham Nicks. So they're doing their thing together, and they're writing together, and they put out that album, and it doesn't do very well chart-wise. So these two acts are really feeling down on their luck separately. Fleetwood Mac has had an entire career, and they feel exhausted, and Buckingham Nicks really took a good shot at it, and it just wasn't as successful as they thought. So they're both in a spot. And the spot that they just so magically happened to both be at in 1974 is Sound City Studios, which is a magical place, and I'm sure we will talk about it a few more times in this music series. Magical place. But before this meeting, Stevie Nicks writes an incredible, incredible song. During this time, I didn't know this, but I'll share with you. During this time, she was fully financially supporting her and Lindsey Buckingham. He was trying to be an artist and perform and be a musician, and she was holding it down. She was working 2 jobs and not giving up the hope. But how much longer can you do that? Away in Aspen, actually, surrounded by snow, she's thinking about avalanches, and she's thinking about her life. And she's wondering how much longer she can do what she's doing. So while Mick Fleetwood is listening to a song off of Buckingham Nicks at Sound City, he's enjoying what he's hearing. He is excited by what he hears, and he wants to make music with Lindsey Buckingham. He asks him to join Fleetwood Mac, and Lindsey says, I will, if you let my girlfriend join as well. And, oh, by the way, I think we have some songs to contribute, right? There are multiple heavy hitter songwriters now coming together at this magical studio with the magical sound. And in 1975, another self-titled Fleetwood Mac album comes out. And this reignites Fleetwood Mac in a way that even when I was younger, I didn't understand that there was anything before this album. This was the pinnacle in their career thus far. Yeah, bangers front to back on that album, literally. But the 3 singles that came out of that album were Over My Head and Say You Love Me, which were both written by Christine McVie, and Rhiannon, which was written by Stevie Nicks. So the 3 singles off that album were all written by the women of the group. But another song that Stevie Nicks brings to the table is Landslide. It does not come out as a single, but it remained a favorite among fans, and it evokes such a powerful emotion, which a lot of the songs on this album do. But it's snowing actually out the window right now, and it's a beautiful time to play this song. It feels like it's right in line with snowy and cold, and she captured it. She was able to capture the essence of not only your body feeling cold, but maybe your head feeling cold as well. Frozen in its path and uncertain of what comes next. It's powerful stuff. It's powerful when you put a question in a lyric, because when someone sings it back, they're asking that question. They're speaking that question into existence. They're asking themselves if they can deal with it, if they can handle the changes, and if they're able to sail on to something better for themselves. I have felt it. I try to perform this song to the best of my ability when I play live shows, and I've cried when I've played this song live. I can't help it. I don't know. You know, it's the power of the female storyteller. Fleetwood Mac was so amazing at bringing the audience into a feeling and fully enveloping them in that. But the songs that did that best and the songs that you felt more deeper than any of their others were all written by Stevie and Christine. That's just how it is. They were so great. They were all so great at coming together and making something so amazing. They stuck with this lineup for a long time after this album came out, and they made magic time and time again. But I know that this one was particularly special. It was such a hit with the fans. It connected so deeply, and they kept it in the live set for that reason up until the very end of touring. They even played it with Mike Campbell. Did you know Mike Campbell was in Fleetwood Mac too? Telling you. Like I said before, the Fleetwood Mac band member web is so dense you can't even see through it. And I'm not even talking about their relationships, if you know what I mean. But I'm not here to talk about that today. I'm here to play you and talk about a beautiful song. And I'm going to do that. I appreciate you. Thank you for seeing me. I took my love and I took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, and the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tide? Can I handle the seasons of my life? I don't know, I don't know. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children climb a mountain and you turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hill, or the landslide brought you down, and if you see my reflection in the snow-covered